Good morning, all of you. I hope all of you are fit and fine. In this video, we will continue our chapter Web Application of class 10th. So today we will learn about the accidents and emergencies. So let's begin with the introduction of accident. An accident is something unplanned that happens having either beneficial or undesirable consequences, sometimes even being of no importance. The term accident itself means that such an event may not be preventable since the circumstances that precede it go unrecognized and hence unaddressed. A work accident, workplace accident, occupational accident, or accident at work is a discrete occurrence in the course of work leading to physical or mental occupational injury. Let's learn about the type of workplace accident. The most common workplace accidents are slips, trips and falls, muscle strain, being hit by a falling object, repetitive motion injury, crashes and collisions, cuts and laceration, inhaling of toxic fumes, continuous exposure to loud noise, walking into object, physical fight at work. So these all are some common workplace accidents. So let's learn about some of the workplace accidents. Number 1, slips and falls. Slips and falls are found to be the cause of 1/3 of all occupational accidents the world over, translating to more than 1 million injuries every year. Slips and falls can happen due to a number of causes such as wet floors, things lying out of place on the floor, etc. Slips and falls can happen in any work environment and can lead to sprains, fractures, and injuries to the arm, wrist, leg, and knee. I hope it's clear to all of you. The next workplace accident are construction site accidents. These accidents are usually of a more severe nature and are usually caused by the heavy equipment and heights involved in construction sites. The most common possible construction sites accidents are crane, forklift, and other heavy equipment accidents, collapse of under construction buildings, ladder accidents, and injury from falling object. I hope it's clear to all of you. So let's move on to our next workplace accidents, that is mines. Mines are found to be 6 times more hazardous than other workplaces. Apart from the illness that gradually set in due to inhalation of the coal dust, the miners also face the risk of accidents due to the earth caving in. The next workplace accidents are hospital staff. Hospital staff run the risk of contracting infections from patients who come to the hospital. Some virus can prove to be fatal. The staff who attend to the patients also run the risk of straining their back, lifting and helping the patients. The next workplace accidents are warehouse and factory workers. In addition to any accident that are specific to the nature of the products manufactured and stored, run the risk of machine-related injuries. I hope it's clear to all of you. So let's move on to our new topic, that is emergencies. An emergency is an unexpected and dangerous situation which requires immediate action by a coordinated team. Emergencies can broadly be classified into 3 categories. Number 1, work-related emergencies. Number 2, natural emergencies. And number 3, civic emergencies. Let's understand all these types one by one. Number 1, work-related emergencies. Work-related emergencies are specific to the nature of the work and workplace and include situations like chemical spills, gas leaks, and machine malfunctions. Number 2 is natural emergencies. Natural emergencies arise from natural disasters like earthquakes, tsunamis, forest fires, floods, etc., and are very difficult to predict and plan for, as such emergencies are not confined to small areas like the workplace. Number 3 emergencies is civic emergencies. Civic emergencies are the emergencies that arise from protests and strikes or even violence at the workplace. A clear plan must be kept ready to tackle any such unfortunate outbreaks. I hope all the emergencies are clear to all of you. Let's learn how to handle workplace emergencies. For handling workplace emergencies, there should be a specific plan made with a specific workplace. The plan should have a responsible chief coordinator along with a backup who will, in the case of an emergency, coordinate with both external and internal response teams to handle the emergency in the best possible way with minimal loss to life and property. The coordinator must be assisted by a team who are listed, informed, and trained in advance. An emergency equipment required as per the plan for an emergency, such as fire extinguisher, must be handy and kept in good working condition. All employees must know important details such as the emergency exit, where to assemble in case of an emergency, the different alarms that will be sounded for different emergencies, etc. I hope it's clear to all of you. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.